Hello, Brian with Big Boy Adventures. I'm going on a walk today, and I'm going to go on a railroad track that's near my house. It's a little spur that is not used very often. It runs down towards what used to be Fernald, which was years ago, 20 plus years ago, Department of Energy site that processed uranium for atomic weapons. It's been decommissioned. If you searched on Google, you could probably find information about Fernald. It was a Superfund cleanup site. Anyway, the track's not used very much. I'm going to hike about an hour and a half down that way. Just to see what's along that way. I scouted it out on Google Maps. You find a lot of interesting stuff along railroad tracks, especially older areas like I live. You have a lot of power and telegraph lines with the glass insulators. I find that's a collectible thing. And we're going to take a look. There's a truck coming. I'm also trying out a new pack that I bought from a company called 3V Gear. It is the Paradis pack. Paradis, you can see it. It's a pretty large pack. It's nice that it's big. Has a sternum strap. I'll wait a second till I get past some of this traffic. Waiting for his truck to go by. And another truck, and then I'll be out of here. Okay. The pack is from the company called 3V Gear. I have several little pouches by them. Also, small sling packs. That would be just a day pack. They're pretty inexpensive, decent gear. Fast shipping. I will say they have very fast shipping. When I order something, it's here within a few days. They take PayPal, which is nice. And this pack is pretty large. It fits a full-size camera tripod in it. It comes also with two pouches that mount on the side they give you, and another pack that's on the middle of it that's on the back. That's a pretty nice little pack. The more I was looking at it yesterday getting ready, it has several pockets on it, a grab handle right in the middle, comes with a waist belt that is removable, or it can switch to a shoulder belt, so it can be removed and used as, essentially, it's about half the size of a Maxpedition, like a Fat Boy. The main railroad line has a train that's heading out right now. I'm on the little spur. You can see back behind me. You'll probably see that train pass behind me. This section of track is owned and operated by Indiana Eastern Railroad. Their offices are located right behind me in an old house. They used to be in a trailer years ago, and they've expanded. They bought a house that was vacant for a few years, fixed it up, and that's their offices. They are trying to run. They've hooked a spur into what is now this little, wants to be an industrial park nearby me. My neighbor runs a landscaping business. He has moved his operation to this little industrial park, and he does mulch processing and a lot of stuff like that. I think he was trying to sell, or is interested in perhaps selling some of this scrap wood product that he collects to use to sell towards to paper companies, I guess, and he can do that through this rail spur. So we'll see if anything ever happens here. It is right by my house. I'm going to extend this one more, see how far out we go. So as you can see across from where I live, a lot of farmland. This is cornfields right now. Can we see that train crossing back behind me? Yeah, it's stopped back there. Let me zoom in. So it's crossing right now. There. We'll go back out. Good close-up of my eyeball. So anyway, we'll take a look here and see where I'm heading. Down that way. Towards a little town called Bath, Indiana. If I make it to there, that'd be a good goal. Along the way, I'll film any other stuff that might be interesting. And I brought a delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich, some beef jerky, and a bottle of water. So it's like I'm ordering out for pizza, really. Not much else going on. It's about 50 degrees today. It is February 1st. Awfully warm for this time of year. No complaints from me being able to go out on a walk. We'll check in with you in a little bit. There's an old control box, so it's got to be, 30, 40 years old. I'll look for a date on it. Some cables buried here, but there's some batteries, which are obviously pretty new. US&S Company, Swissvale, Pennsylvania. That's what that says. But looks like this was, that is heavy. 1.5 volt, 3600 amp hour. Dated 2010. Remove tapes to expose ports to air. This battery is pre-activated with gelled electrolyte and ready for use when exposed to air. I wonder, well, there's a positive and negative coming off it. Here's two wires, but they're not, no spark there. See that? So I'm assuming it's dead, but there's another battery and some other junk and some sort of filter. What the hell is that? Oh, that is heavy. Let's check that baby out. That says it is a Union rectifier, Union switches signal, division of Westinghouse air brake, Swissvale, Pennsylvania. Serial number, manufactured under patents. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look that up. It is a rectifier, switch, and signal. Probably not weather resistant, so it's been thrown there. Oh, here's let's check over here. There's a telegraph pole, essentially, that is fallen down. We'll see if there's any of those glass insulators on it. This switcher is illuminated. So here's down here one of these, but these look to be plastic, those are plastic, not the collectible glass ones. There are glass ones here for sure because I have some at my house. H.K. Porter Company. Obviously, later on they switched to plastics, cheaper and easier to replace and a little more durable than glass. Glass ones would obviously crack. We'll move on. I guess if I decided to quit my job, leave my family, and live a life on the rails of a hobo, now is as good of a time as any. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. If I discover anything exciting along the way today that might convince me, we'll have to see. Otherwise, I'll head home, but it's tempting. As I'm walking here, I'm about a mile away from my house, and I go running on this other road down here, and there's a stream I cross, and it comes back through here. Well, as it goes under the railroad tracks, there's a huge culvert, a huge cement pipe that goes under, comes out over here. There's an awesome pond back here. I mean, it's big. Big, and blue. I mean, probably reasonably deep. And it continues on the little stream. Goes down that way. I mean, if you had... I could take the kayak back here and go on that little pond. It's that big. Probably go through the tube. I'd have to go down there and explore and see if you can go through this tunnel, but I don't want to fall in. If I fall, I'm going to hit this fence. But there's a big pipe that goes under the railroad track. So that'll would warrant further investigation. Here's some of these insulators. This one's pole's about ready to fall down. There's an insulator stuck on the wire there, suspended. See it? So anyway, pretty cool pond back here. I had no idea.